Thank you for having me in your program. We are witnessing very significant day and very important message made by the presidents of Azerbaijan and Turkey, Mr. Aliyev and Recep Tayyip Erdogan. And today is a very important day for Azerbaijan, for our state and for our people. I would say that we are living the most glorious day of the last 100 years, and the strength of the Azerbaijani army is demonstrated in today's military parade. And as a human rights defender, regarding your question, I want to underline that during this and before this war, Armenian side used to violate the ceasefire in front line on the state border between Armenia and Azerbaijan. And I think that Armenia had committed war crimes in Azerbaijan, against Azerbaijan, by targeting peaceful settlements, by targeting civilians, civilian infrastructure on front line. And during this 44-day war, more than 100 civilians were killed by Armenian armed forces, and during Armenian armed shelling of Azerbaijani civilian settlements. And this is also war crimes. Another evidence of war crimes committed by Armenia is that during this war, Armenia destroyed all natural resources of Azerbaijan in occupied territories. They fired all natural resources, cut off the trees in the forest, and fired all houses, and they used phosphor bombs during this war. And all these facts documented by Azerbaijani side, and Azerbaijan will appeal to international organizations, to international courts, and will demand financial, I would say, from Armenia. And
okay.
I think that
Ahmed,
Armenia will...
I want to jump in here. You know, as you were mentioning, the conflict left thousands of people in Azerbaijan internally displaced. There is a lot of work to be done. We heard there from Erdogan and Aliyev both saying that they will focus on the reconstruction moving forwards so everyone can go back where they belong. How is this reconstruction process going so far, and when do you think the IDPs will be able to return home?
You know, after the victory of Azerbaijan in this war, all Azerbaijani people are talking about the future of Karabakh, and regarding the future of these Nagorno-Karabakh and other liberated territories. I can say that Azerbaijan has a lot of work to do in the next years, and 2021 will be more important for Azerbaijan as well. And the main issues will be, first of all, demining of these territories, because Armenian side have left thousands, hundreds of thousands of mines in these territories, and so that's why the main issue will be demining of these territories. Then the return of Azerbaijani IDPs to their homes, the revival of life in the region, and the reconstruction of infrastructure in Karabakh and surrounded territories. Large-scale construction and restoration works will be carried out in Karabakh and other territories liberated from Armenian occupation. In this regard, President of Azerbaijan, Ilham Aliyev, has already signed his first degree, and according to this degree, all historical and architectural monuments, mosques and churches destroyed in Karabakh over the past 30 years, including houses, infrastructure services, will be restored. And because Armenians had destroyed Azerbaijan's historical and cultural heritage in Karabakh, but Azerbaijan will restore all monuments, mosques and churches in the liberated territories, and the historical and cultural beauty of Nagorno-Karabakh will be restored. Nagorno-Karabakh will once again become a center of world tourism. and Turkey will play a very significant role in this process as well. Azerbaijan has signed several agreements with Turkish construction companies, with Turkish firms in this regard, and Turkey will play a very important role in construction and in restoring these territories.
Right, Ahmed. Many work still needs to be done in Nagorno-Karabakh, but both presidents there mentioning that they will do everything so that people can go back as soon as possible. Ahmed, I do want to ask you, as an Azerbaijani, how do you feel today as your country celebrates its victory 30 years after the occupation? How do you feel today when you see these pictures coming in from the military parade?
You know, we are living the most glorious day of the last 100 years, because the winner of the 44-day war, which began on September 27, is Azerbaijan, and today on December 10th, the Republic of Azerbaijan is holding a victory parade in Baku. So far, many military parades have been organized in Baku before, but today's parade is the most beautiful and significant. More than 3,000 servicemen is taking part in this parade. About 150 military equipment, especially new military equipment, modern weapons, missile and artillery devices, air defense systems, as well as warships and boats is being demonstrated in this parade. For us, the importance of this parade is the participation of the Turkish armed forces as well. Brazil, Turkey, which has always stood by Azerbaijan, is with us on this happy day. And as Erdogan said in his speech, we are one nation with two states, and much has been said about Turkish-Azerbaijan relations, and these relations have a long history. The Turkish army, which liberated Baku city from occupation 102 years ago under the leadership of Nuri Pasha, is still in Baku today, and we are witnessing it. And from September 27 to the present day, we have felt the support of Turkey every day, every hour, every minute. And Turkey, with a population of 83 million, was with us, and we finally won this war. Turkish-Azerbaijan relations are unique in the world, I can say. We are literally one nation, two states, and we demonstrated this once again in today's military parade. And Turkey is the only country that, despite all the pressure from the European countries, from some organizations, stood by Azerbaijan and stands by Azerbaijan today, right now. And the two countries cooperate closely in all spheres of life. And the relations between Turkey and Azerbaijan are at a very high level in political, military, economic, cultural and regional issues. And after the victory in Karabakh, relations, I believe that the relations with Turkey will further develop, and Turkey is expected to participate in the restoration of the liberated territories, construction and the construction work in those lands. So the stand of the Azerbaijan army is being demonstrated in today's military parade, and the servicemen who took part in the 44-day war are in military parade as well. It's very important for us. We are proud of them, and this military parade is also dedicated to the souls of 2,783 martyrs, because we are indebted to these Azerbaijani martyrs who died for this victory. As you know, in the 44-day war, Azerbaijan lost 2,783 servicemen, 1,500 servicemen were wounded, and more than 100 were missing. And as a human rights defender, I can say that intensive work is underway to exchange prisoners of war and hostages through Russian peacekeepers and the International Committee of the Red Cross, and I hope the fate of our missing servicemen will be clarified in the coming days. In general, this 44-day war changed the perception of war not only in the South Caucasus but all over the world. Many countries are already beginning to understand Turkey's growing role in the world, and the world defense industry is beginning to accept the importance of Turkish-made weapons, especially drones. And today, Turkey is seen as an important power, not only in the region, but around the world. And many countries are seeking to partner with Turkey, with official Ankara. And the war in Karabakh and its aftermath have once again showed that the world is bigger than five, and that Turkey must be directly involved in a just solution to the world's conflicts, ongoing conflicts, and Turkey's authority and power must be used to make decisive decisions not only on conflicts but on the future of mankind in general.
Okay, Ahmad Shahidov, he is the head of the Azerbaijan Institute for Democracy and Human Rights. Thanks so much for that, Ahmed.
Thank you.
Okay.